Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you enjoy what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up in this episode, we have confirmation that the World Cup Challenge will return, with a date and a channel where it's going to be viewed, also confirmed, plus more scores, results and highlights from the Rugby League World Cup of 2021. And we start today's episode with the Rugby League World Cup, obviously with the big orange banner to the right of my head, left of the screen. Anyway, there has been some excellent Rugby League on Wednesday, which meant that in two forms of the game, the women's and the wheelchairs, Knockout Rugby League has just started, with the winners going on to the semi-finals and the losers, unfortunately, going home. Now, that's not in all the games, but I'll come to that a little bit later. Let's begin with the wheelchair though. So game one of the day was between Australia and Spain, as Australia ran out to 52 points to 32 victors. Both Australia and Spain knew a win would secure a spot in the last four. The Wheelaroos took an early lead through Peter Arbuckle and never trailed, with James Hill scoring 4 of their 9 tries and Diab Karen scoring 2, while others came from Brad Grove and Corey Canane. There were also 3 goals apiece from Karim and Bailey McKenna, and Corey's father Craig added 2 late goals. Theo Gonzalez and Rafael Mondero scored 2 tries apiece for the Spain's effort. England, though, warmed up for Sunday's semi-final in the Wheelchair Rugby League World Cup with 121 points to nil thrashing of Ireland at the Copper Box Arena. Joe Coyd and James Simpson stole the show with 4 tries apiece as they ran a stunning 21-try rout in London. Tom Coyd's men had booked their place in the last 4 with 104 points to 12 victory over Spain at the weekend, but produced an even stronger attacking display on this occasion, with Jack Brown and Nathan Collins hitting hat-tricks as well. England are now 2 victories away from their second ever World Cup triumph, and will have all eyes on them and also on Thursday's Group B clash between Wales and Scotland to see who they meet in the semi-finals. England were on fire in the opening 10 minutes as they hit triple figures again, and they scored in the first 10 minutes through Sebastian Barrichello, Joe Coyd and Tom Halliwell. And a midway point through this first half, it was 36 points to nil, putting them on course to better their weekend thrashing of Spain, which they did so. Ireland will have to fight another day. The late replacements in the Rugby League World Cup have done themselves proud and will now look to the next World Cup to see where the improvements can come from. The third game of the day came at the hands of Canada Ravens versus the Brazil Amazons, as they are playing their last Rugby League World Cup game. The top 2 have already been decided between England and Papua New Guinea, more on them a little bit later, but these 2 teams are going to go at it hammer and tongs just for pride to see who can get the win in the final Group A game. So here are the highlights. It was Brazil who started the early going, as first to go to the left on the attack. The ball gets into the hands of Loshi, which sees them set up the play again on the 4th tackle. Bowman goes from acting halfback after seeing half a gap, and he's caught by the Canadian defence. Then Francine Amaral used her strength and size to get over the try line for the opening try of the half. She opened the scoring up at Featherstone and now got the opening score for Brazil in this game.
Yeah, I imagine Paul Run is really impressive.
So the third game of the day came out headingly as the Canada Ravens took on the Brazil Amazonians as the two teams who are going to go home after this game are looking for pride and a win in the Rugby League World Cup, as they haven't been unable to do so far, despite some impressive performances against England and Papua New Guinea. More on them in a little while. But in the meantime, let's have a look at the highlights. Brazil are attacking the left edge of Canada's defence when 6 minute comes along, but they keep the move going, setting up another effort with Lochi going towards the 10-metre line, but being forced back by 4 Canadian defenders. From acting halfback, Bodeman goes and sees a half gap, but she's stopped as well by 3 Canadian defenders. But Francini Amaral chooses to go from acting halfback and gets over the try line just left of the posts. Here it is from behind, sees that half gap, and she was too alert for the Canadian defence to get over that try line. Maria Graf is on kicking duty as Brazil are looking to extend that lead, and they do so, 6-0. Canada have to wait 20 minutes before they kick back, and after they go through the hands, it's Maru actually who gets the ball out to Ferry Sambo, who scores on the right hand side of the pitch. Fortunate with that little slip from the Brazil winger, but he had to be there and she did the work to score in the corner. Probably would have got there either way, but Canada's hit back, and it's Ferry Sambo who goes over. Here it is again. They just go through the hands, and when it goes to Mario, it's a great pass out wide from the Canadian captain to score, veteran, to get Sambo the ball in the corner. That's a great pass. Mario to Sambo. Another look from a different angle. Just working the ball through the hands, getting to the line, and pass out wide. Sambo finishes off. Here's Canada's attempt at adding the extras. Just short, unlucky from Frenada. Canada immediately motored down the pitch and get the set restart. And it's the number 12 that gets over the try line after one tackle to score Canada's next try. It's Sarah Maguire who goes over just left of the posts. A great kick, which was fumbled by the Brazilian defence. Then Canada once again. Hindley recycled the ball. Then it was just a simple go through the hands. The ball was in the centre of the pitch, and Sarah Maguire did enough to get past the Brazil defenders to score left of the posts. Renada adds the extras, and half an hour gone. Canada have come from behind to lead 10 points to 6. And that's how it stood at half time, 10 points to 6. We're early into the second half, and it's Canada back again, and it's Eierberg who attracts 3 defenders to her yet again and is close to the post. And they've set up to go left once more. And Mariu's pass is picked off by Edna Santini, and off the centre goes. Can anyone catch her? Well, Woods is giving it a good try, so they altered the angle. And Santini races 75 metres to level up the scoring. A great effort. Brazil are back in it. Here it is again. A good pick out from the winger. And she saw the long ball was going to come to her and did what she needed to do to pick off that attacking threat. And the benefit comes to a 90-metre chase for a try just on the right side of the pitch. Good work from the winger. Picks the ball quite easily out of the air and she's gone. Chasing hard with the Canadians, but Santini had enough to score that try. Graf is on kicking duty once again, and she put Brazil into the lead. Not this time. 10-all. Canada are back on Brazil's defensive line again, and after McDade gets caught on the last tackle, it's Pekulis who goes from acting halfback, and it looks like she's got the ball over the try line, but the video referee is being called upon to see if Canada have gone back into the lead. The video referee wanted to look at two angles. This one first. Ball's up and the ball's put down there, and then wants to have a look to see if it's on the line. The ball's on the line there. Bit lines of Headingley means that no matter how big the ball is, it'll be on the line no matter what part of it is on it. And here's the decision after my ramble. Canada are in the lead, 10 points to 16 points to 10. Grenada is trying once again to extend the lead to 16 points to 10. Which she does, with an hour gone. When you give Brazil a little bit of a sniff at the try line, they can score. And this time it was the acting halfback Bodeman who gets over the try line, despite good attention from the Canadian defenders. The ref gives the try. Here it is. Amaral's drive sets up Bodeman to get over the try line, and she does the rest from acting halfback. Great instinctive spin and drive to the line, and she gets over. The referee gives the 4-pointer. 2 points in it with a kick to come. Graf with the extras duty. Brazil players in the background. Cross fingers and everything. Graf tie it up. She does. 16-all. So Brazil were on the attack with 1.5 minutes to go, but Amaral's pass was knocked on. So Canada decide to scrum down with a couple minutes to go. And the last play of the game, as Mariu kicks for space, and it's chased. And Grenada's there first, who kicks on. Then it's a chase again for the number 6. Fitz, and she gets the ball down to score the final points of the game. Or has she? As the video referee is called upon to check onside, offside, and grounded. Here's the scrum play. Is everyone onside from that kick? Yes. Everyone to the right is onside of Mariu. And the chase is on. Grenada kicks forward once again. Is everyone else onside? Yes, she's the furthest player forward. and it's just left to see if the standoff fits. Grounds the ball. Another look. And that's enough for the video referee. There's the Kazoo bus, and it's a try for Canada. 20 points to 16. With the kick to come in just a minute to go. Grenada adds the extras. It's 22 points to 16. And that last minute try was enough for Canada to come away 22 points to 16 victors over a feisty and brave Brazil side. And it's finally been confirmed. St. Helens will face NRL champions Penrith Panthers in the 2023 World Club Challenge as it returns on Saturday, the 10th of February 2023. The match will take place at the home of the Panthers, the Bluebet Stadium, and Channel 4 will broadcast the game live at 7 AM in the UK kickoff time. The fixture will be part of the double-header from a free-to-air TV channel, with OKR taking on Wigan Warriors live at 1 PM in the Super League. And Channel 4 confirmed this on their Twitter webpage, with Betfred Super League champions St. Helens will travel to Australia in February 2023 to face the NRL champions Penrith Panthers. The World Club Challenge will be broadcast free to air by Channel 4 and will be part of the Channel 4's double header that day with OKR versus Wigan at 1 PM. This will mark the 8th time St. Helens have played in the World Club Challenge with 2 victories to their name. Penrith Panthers have also appeared twice in the World Club Challenge themselves. It is the first World Club Challenge since 2020, when Sydney Roosters defeated Saints 20 points to 12 at the Totally Wicked Stadium, and Saints are due to travel to Australia early in February. So that means their first round Super League clash with Huddersfield has been postponed for the time being. It will be the first competitive game in charge for the St. Helens head coach Paul Wellens, who said both ourselves and Penrith have had unrivaled success in recent years, and they are relishing the opportunity to go over to Australia and test themselves against what is obviously an undoubtedly talented team. It's been a disappointment for us that we have been able to have this contest for the last couple of years, but it's great news, not just for both clubs, but for the game as a whole, as the best teams in both competitions can once again compete in the World Club Challenge. We are obviously motivated by the achieving further success, and this gives us as a club, early opportunity to do exactly that in 2023. We aim to represent ourselves and the sound of St. Helens and the Super League competition in the best possible manner. On the other side of the world, Penrith Panthers Chief Executive Officer Matt Cameron said, "On behalf of all the Panthers, we are looking forward to welcoming St. Helens to the Bluebet Stadium in February. St. Helens have been the benchmark team in Super League for several years now and will give the Panthers a great challenge to start the new season. The World Club Challenge is an important piece of rugby league calendar, and it's great to see the fixture returned for the first time since 2020. So it's confirmed, the World Club Challenge is back. So who's going to win it? Is it going to be the Panthers, that whale-oiled machine, or is it going to be Super League's challengers, St. Helens? Tell me in the comments below who you think will win. And that will tell you through gritted teeth that so with the match to top the group, it's England versus Papua New Guinea, and both sides have got a lot to play for. If they finish top should I say, they'll play second place in Group B, while Papua New Guinea or England, if they finish second, they'll play the top of the group, Australia or New Zealand. Now to find out what the outcome is when those two face each other next tomorrow, I think it is. Yes, well, today. So, how did England get on? Papua New Guinea are the team that opened up the scoring first of all. After a couple of settler drives down the middle, Papua New Guinea decide to run the ball to the left-hand side. Again, another big drive from Papua New Guinea sees them set up in front of the England posts, and they can go right or left here, but they decide the short side and work the ball out to Mallowe, who has the pace and power to get round Stanley to score in the left corner. Papua New Guinea opened the scoring, to the shock of England. Just a simple setup play. Martha Mallowe gets on the end and has enough pace about her to dive over in the corner, getting past England defenders. Great effort by Papua New Guinea, and not to be trifled with. The attempted conversion is missed by Papua New Guinea, so it stays 4-0. Since that try, England have been knocking on the door, and they've reached the last tackle on the 23rd minute. And a kick by Courtney Whitfield-Hill finds Leah Burke over on the left corner to score. Just a catch and put down, and England are back in this. After Georgia Wilson was held up yet again on a third attempt to score, the England players decide to be composed, and Courtney Winfield-Hill's kick to the left edge finds Leah Burke in loads of space to dot down for England's first try of the game. The left-footed Stanley is back on kicking duty again. She sets herself, but the kick goes across the front of the post. 4-all. England are being patient through the bodies that they're using in the Papua New Guinea's 20 yet again. Courtney Winfield-Hill to Frank Goldthorpe to Amy Hardcastle, who goes over for the second try for England's match for 8 points to 4. Just a simple play causing the overlap. Courtney Winfield-Hill passing out wide to Frank Goldthorpe, and then Amy Hardcastle does the rest. Stanley's second attempt. This time she whacks the post. 8 points to 4, and that annoyed her. Off the back of a couple of penalties, England are driving up the field again. And this time, Georgia Roche gets past the Papua New Guinea would-be tacklers and finds the ball in the hands of Stanley again, who's elusive enough and gets over the try line. The referee's not sure if it's a double movement or not, but he gives England the benefit of the doubt as a try, and for the video referee to check to see if there's a double movement. So there's where the ball is down. Check again from head on shot. Is it momentum that takes the England centre fullback over the line? And if so, that's a 4th try of the tournament. Here's the decision. 3 minutes to go, and England have got another try. It is 12 points to 4 with a kick to go. Can she convert her own try? Let's see. Nails it from the right wing with her left foot. Well done. Here's Jodie Cunningham after the first half. She's got a nice little shiner there. And that's how things stand at half time, as England lead 14 points to 4. England and Bennett are scheming again, and it's a kick from Whitfield-Hill once more. Leah Burke gets her second spectacularly. What a catch and grab for the try. Early in the second half, England have been pounding on the Papua New Guinea try line with high shots again, giving England a penalty, a repeat set, and now fantastic grab for the second try. Here it is again, that gap is open wide again for Courtney Winfield-Hill, and England stay on the chalk for Burke to get a second try. Great effort from the England winger. Stanley tries again for a conversion and gets it, 20 points to 4. England have reached the fourth tackle in this set, and the ball is worked out to the forward Vicky Whitfield, who goes in for another England try. Great running angle, and to get around the fullback. Good effort. Could have ran through her, but instead just scores. A great line. Here it is again. England go from right to left through the hands, and the ball goes to the first receiver this time, and Whitfield does everything else to score on the left side of the pitch. Fake the double runner. She did the rest. Stanley again trying to add the extras to make it 26 points to 4. And she does indeed, 26-4. Papua New Guinea go down to 12 men after this facial by the Papua New Guinea players. Sees her sit down for 10 minutes by the French referee. Carol Mayu goes into the tackle, keeps hold of the face and keeps her arm there. A little bit of a choke, but Mayu goes and sits down. Takes England a couple of minutes to take advantage of the extra person on the field. And it comes on a last tackle play. Guess where it's going? Courtney Winfield-Hill. Kick to the corner. Leah Burke. A hat-trick. Another try for the winger. Here it is again. Kick out wide with the right foot and a catch by the left winger. Great effort. And it's a hat-trick. Stanley with another kick attempt. And it's good. England are back on the attack once again in the 76th minute after Wood breaks from 45 metres out and finds herself in the Papua New Guinea 10. The ball still goes wide, and it's Roach who finds Beavers, who goes over in the corner for England, the other winger on the try scoring chart. Well done for Caitlin Beavers, and another try for England. Here's that half break, this break again. Gets through the Papua New Guinea defence, and fullback that gets back to cover, doing the job, and then it was just a simple case of going through the hands. Bennett, Roach, out wide to Beavers for the try. Stanley with the conversion attempt again, this time from the opposite side. Little run up the hill. And it goes short, unlucky. 76 minutes, 36 points to 4. England are setting off again, this time from deep. And an inside ball from Cunningham finds Frank Goldthorpe, who goes through the defensive line of Papua New Guinea, leaving players in her wake. Ball out wide, so Beavers should have been on, but she stopped a metre away from the line. Tackle later, the ball is worked out to the left edge by Jodie Cunningham and Rudge, and it's Hardcastle who goes in for another try. The second of the game. England have up to 40 points to 4. After this good inside ball from Cunningham to find Goldthorpe, fullback is off, breaking tackles and her pace outstripping the fullback. Pushes away. The chasers get back. Ball should have went back out earlier, but 2 tackles later, it didn't matter. See, we've worked out to Amy Hardcastle. That's her second. Stanley on kicking duty again. It goes through the middle. 42 points to 4. England go out to win 42 points to 4 with a 28 points to 0 swing in the second half as England nilled Papua New Guinea. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below, as it's open for business. We've got some great rugby league and it continued today with more fantastic matches. Still enthralling no matter what the score lines are, wheelchair included. England versus Papua New Guinea. England steps up that gear after going down early, was patient, and came away with a fantastic victory. Who are they going to face? Will they do well against Australia? Will they do well against New Zealand? Well, we're a good side. England wheelchair team going stronger and stronger. And we need to say thank you to the teams like Spain and the USA for being involved, as they have been a fantastic advert for Wheelchair Rugby League as well. We gained loads of fans over here. And Canada, a win at the Rugby League World Cup 2021. Almost pipped to it by Brazil, but they got over in the end. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the best. So please stay safe. I'll see you in the next episode.